Good morning dear students, welcome back to CLE Science online class. I hope you all are absolutely fine and doing well at your home. Dear students, in last class itself we have learned about the metals name. In today's class we are going to discuss the physical properties of the metals. So dear students, let's recall the names of the metals. When we are going to come across the periodic table, we can get the metals name with their respective atomic numbers. So dear students, those atomic numbers as well as the metals name with their chemical symbols all are important. Already I have explained the things. Okay. So in today's class, let's discuss the physical properties. So dear students, based on the physical properties itself, the question can be asked for 1 marks or 2 marks in the reasoning question. Okay dear students, so let's discuss one by one all the physical properties of the metal. Okay. Dear students, when we are talking about the properties of the metal, totally 5 to 6 things we have to be keep in your mind. That is about the first one is the malleability, next one is the ductility, luster property, high density property, high melting and boiling point of the metal, and the good conductors. Okay. So on this basis we are going to learn the properties of the metal. So when we are talking about the malleability property, the metals can be hammered into sheets. Okay dear students, suppose this is the metal which don't have any particular shape. So by applying any physical activity like a hammering, or you can say any other activity which gets compressed to the metals. Okay. So in this situation what happened? The metal can be converted into thin sheets. So this property is nothing but the malleability property. Next is the ductility property. Dear students, ductility property means this thin itself, it is possible to convert it into form of the wire. Okay, into form of the wire itself. So this property you may analyze as a ductility property. So in the ductility property what happened? Metals can be drawn into wires. Let's discuss about the luster property. Luster means it gets reflected towards the light. It means it's have a shining in nature. So here the metal is showing the reflection property, like you can say it's showing the reflection of the metals or lusters in nature. Okay dear students, so these are the 3 things. Next about the density. Okay, so density is nothing but the per unit by volume. Okay, so on the basis of the density, most metals have a high density except for the lithium. We are going to discuss there one by one. Next is the about melting point and the boiling point, whether the metals having a high boiling point or a low boiling point. If they have a high melting point or high boiling point, what is the reason? Okay, so dear students, in the science concept each and everything should be a particular reason, otherwise you will not get a proper answer. Okay. Next about the good conductors. Okay dear students, good conductor means which conducting the heat or the electricity. So metals are usually known as about the good conductivity. Okay, it is a good conductor of electricity and the heat. Okay dear students, so these are the things we have to be discussed in today's class. So let's discuss about the malleability. Okay dear students, when we are talking about the malleability property, already I have explained that this property of metals enables to change its forms through compression without cracking or breaking. So while doing the process of hammering or any type of the compression, the metal should not be broken out. Okay, so as it is, it should be converted into thin sheet. Okay, so without cracking or breaking of the metal, it should be converted into thin sheets. So this is the one solid gold sheet which can be made into an ornament. Okay, ornaments means you can observe in our day to day life, your mother is wearing ornaments of golds, your sister is wearing ornaments of golds. Okay, sometimes you are also you should like to wear this ornament. So usually which type of property the gold have? That is the malleability property. Okay. Next is just discuss about the ductility property. Dear students, ductility property is next step of the malleability property. It refers that material's ability to deform under tensile stress. So, this often characterized by the material's ability to stretch into wire. Okay, this is the coil of silver wire. So, as well as you can add the copper wire also. Okay, copper wire also you can add the ductility properties. It means its ability to convert it into a thin wire. So, by the using of this wire also you can do your work. So, usually in the electrical equipments we are using this copper wire, is it? So, which type property they have? They have a ductility property. So, dear students, let us discuss that which is the most ductile metal. It is platinum. Okay, which is the most ductile metal? It is a platinum, and the most malleable metal is the gold. So, dear students, the question can be asked which is the most ductile metal in metals. Okay, so which is the most ductile metal is? It is a platinum. And which is the most malleable metal? That is the gold. Okay, so this can be asked for 1 marks question. So you have to be keep in your mind that which is the most ductile property of which metal? That is the platinum. Okay, and which metal have a most malleability property? That is the gold. So when highly stretched, such metals distort Y formation, reorientation and the migration of the dislocation, and crystals twins without noticeable hardment. Okay, so here dear students, it can be stretched, it can be migrate, it can be reoriented. So why? Because they have a most ductile and malleability property. So this is the today's information. Okay, now let's talk about the luster property. Dear students, when we are talking about the luster, luster means shining in nature. So metallic lusters, metals are usually showing the luster property. It refers to the shiny coating, or you can say covering, possessed by various metal. It means that the metals and its surfaces have a light reflective quantity. Okay, this have a light reflective quantity. So when the sunlight is going to be fall onto the surface of the metal, it is shining in nature. It is shining in nature, or you can say as it's showing the reflection property. So dear students, usually the metals having the luster property, or you can say shining property. Okay, now let's talk about the density of the material. So how you are going to define the density of the material? It is defined as its mass per unit volume, and the density of metal is very high except for lithium. Okay, dear students, so which is the low density metal? It is the lithium. Okay, and which is the high density metal? It is the iridium. Lithium is represented by Li, iridium is represented by Ir. Okay, so the density of the material is defined as the mass per unit. Okay, how much volume they have, that much weight they have to be considered as a density of material. So the density of material is very high. All the metals have very high except for lithium, because it is considered to be a low density metal. Okay. Let us talk about the high melting point and boiling point. Dear students, when we are talking about the melting point and the boiling point, what do you mean by this? So dear students, melting point is nothing but the substance is converted, the solid substances is converted into liquid form. Okay, it going to be melted at certain temperature, then it is called as a melting point. Okay, suppose a ice cube. Okay, dear students, suppose a ice cube is freezing point of water is 0 degree Celsius. Okay, so when it going to be melted around 5 degree Celsius. So it will going to be started melting here. Okay, so when it reaches to around 10 to 15 degree Celsius, it melted whole the substance of the water. Okay, it can be melted. So this is nothing but the melting point. What do you mean by the boiling point? Dear students, boiling point is nothing but the when the water is ready to evaporate, or you can say evaporated is around before the boiling point. Boiling point is start to boiling. What is boiling point of water? That is a 100 degree Celsius. Okay. Then how you are going to be consider about the melting point and the boiling point? So dear students, you know this thing that all the metals, they have a high melting point and the boiling point. Why? Because in the metals there is a very strong intramolecular force of attraction. It means the molecules are joined together in a very close manner. Okay, they have a very strong intramolecular force, so that's why they need to apply more and more number of temperature to boil the metals. Okay, so maybe it can be increases around above 1000 degrees Celsius. Okay, it can be raised to around 1000 degrees Celsius. So that's why they have very high melting and boiling point, because the question can be asked, okay, what is the nature, or you can say what is the main point we have to keep in your mind, why the melting point and boiling point of metals is very high? Because they are very strong intramolecular force of attraction. Okay, and it needs a lots of energy to melt or to boil. Okay, so dear student, these are the things we have learned. Okay, dear students, some of the metals are there which can be cutted. Okay, usually you know that metals are solid in nature. Okay, but we have a sodium, that is the, which color they have? Sodium. Sodium is a silver white color metal with malleable and ductile property. It is the metal that can easily be cut with a knife. So dear students, the question can be asked that which metal can be cutted easily, or you can say can be easily cut with a knife, which metal it can be cutted very easily. So at that situation you must to remember this metal name, that is the sodium, which is very soft and they have a malleability and ductile property which can be cut with the knife itself. Okay, so this is the today's more information. Now dear students, this is the additional properties of the metals, where we are going to learn about the sonorous property. In 2020 paper, the question was asked, usually the metals is used to make the musical instrument. What is the reason behind it? So the question of that answer is, the properties of the metal is showing the sonorous property. It means they are producing a ringing sound. Which type of sound? Ringing sound. So when you are going to hit it, this properties allows to be used for making bells. Okay, so usually in school, in temple, or you can observe in the musical instrument, most of the instrument is made up of metals itself. So these are some properties of the metals we have discussed today. So dear students, some another information are there. You can refer the textbook also, you can refer the Google also, you can refer another types of the things also to know more about these things. So dear students, just go through these things. Later on we are going to discuss about the chemical properties of the metal. We are going to learn one by one all the chemical properties. Okay dear students, so let's meet in the next class. Have a good day. Bye bye.